Maisie.
Hi, I'm Miss Malia.
Hi, I'm Marguerite.
Hi, I'm Maggie. Hi, I'm Sumaya.
Hi everyone, this is Miss Maggie. Today we are going to be going over different recipes that you can make at home. Now, I'm outside at my school's garden, and today I'm actually planting beans. So can you guess what we're going to do in the kitchen? We're going to talk about bean dips. We have 3 different types of bean dips that some Food Corps friends have created for you guys. We are also going to go over our continued plant observation log. So I hope you guys enjoy, and please, if you try it at home, send us your pictures and we'll post it in our next video. Hi everyone, this is Miss Maggie. Today we are going to be making a black bean dip. Let's go over our ingredients. First, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 of a teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 a teaspoon of chili powder, 1 can of black beans, 1/2 a cup of olive oil. You're also going to need 1 avocado and 2 cloves of garlic. What we're going to do with the garlic is called mincing it, and that just means to cut it into very small pieces. So I'm cutting it lengthwise, and then I'm cutting it widthwise. After that, I'm going to strain the can of beans, wash it very thoroughly in the sink, and add all of my dried ingredients, as well as all of my wet ingredients, including lemon juice and my olive oil. Once we've added most of our ingredients, we're going to mix it all up. Next, we're going to cut our avocado. The best way to do that is to cut along the side until you feel the pit. Then you're going to run your knife around the edge of the shell of the avocado and scoop it right out into the bowl. After that, you can mix it all together. And ta-da! You've created a bean dip.
Hey everyone, it's Miss Malia. Today I'm going to make a beautiful bean dip. The ingredients for the bean dip were 1 cup of dried beans, 1/8 cup of oil, 1 teaspoon of dried parsley, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and the juice from 1/2 a lemon. Next, I soaked the beans in water for 12 hours to make the cooking quicker later. Look how much water they soak up over the course of 12 hours! Next, I changed the water and put the beans in a crock pot for 3 hours. You could also cook them on the stovetop for 1 hour. All done! Drain the liquid from the beans using a strainer. Now I'll add the cooked beans and the other ingredients to a bowl and mash them up with a potato masher. You could also use a Cuisinart or blender for a smoother texture. Look at that bean dip. And now the best part! I get to try the bean dip with some of these kitchen scraps that I regrew. Let's try the celery. It's so good. It's creamy, salty, flavorful. Bye for now.
Welcome back. We're going to be making some hummus, which is a bean dip made out of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. We're going to add 1/3 cup of oil to our 1 can of chickpeas or 2 cups cooked chickpeas. Next, we're going to be adding another 1/3 of a cup of tahini. Tahini is a paste made out of sesame seeds. Next, we're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. This is about the same as the juice from 1 lemon. So if you have a lemon at home, you could always just use 1 lemon. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Make sure that's a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin, which is a seasoning. And last but not least, we're going to be adding a ton of flavor with our homegrown scallions. These are the scallions we started last video in our kitchen scrap gardening. We're just going to cut it into slightly smaller pieces, and I'm going to save a little for decorating it at the end. This is optional. If you don't have any scallions at home, you can omit this or not add it. And I just added everything into a blender so we can just blend it up. If you don't have a blender at home, you can always just mash it with a fork. Might be a little chunkier, but chunky hummus is great. If you like smoother hummus, you can just add a little more water or olive oil. And here we are with the finished hummus. You can see it's topped with those nice scallions. This is where we left off with my kitchen scrap gardening from last week. Here are my first 3 entries of growing scallions. Here's the most recent picture of my scallions growing. You can see their roots after 2 weeks. Over the last 14 days, I've added over 6 entries to my log, including the most recent, which is when I cut back my scallions again. My scallions have grown over 6 inches, which is plenty to cut back again and use in another dish. I wonder if they'll keep growing as quickly the second time.
Hey, it's Miss Malia. Here's an update about my kitchen scraps that I've been regrowing at home. You can see from my observation log that a lot has happened since I first started this project. I can see where the changes are happening because I've stopped to draw it along the way. The 3rd log entry took me a long time because I was looking back at the 2nd entry and then counting the new leaves and learning more about where the growth was coming from. Did these grow as fast as you would have expected? Did anything surprise you? I was surprised that the leaves on the lettuce almost seemed to heal themselves over after a while. They started out jagged where I cut the plant at the beginning of the project, and then they became round as they grew. I wonder what would happen if you started some kitchen scraps and kept track with a log.
Hi, Miss Sumaya here. Here I have my updated growing log where I kept track of how much my plants changed and how much they grew, as well as any notes and observations that I made. I also included some pictures to show you just how much they grew over the course of 10 days.
Did you make a bean dip or an observation log? Well, we'd love to see it. Send us your submissions. We'll post it in our next video, and thank you for watching.